Hey, what's going on, guys? XD here, back again with another video. Now in today's video I'm going to be talking about how you can achieve sounds and textures like Pierre Johnson and Dwson. Now some guys have been requesting this video and I feel like their style is very unique and it's very distinct. You will know exactly that it's them, you know. So I have a track that I produced here that I'm going to show you how I did some of the things that I did into it and how you can achieve the same goal if you want to make that style of textures in your music as well. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe below. Let's get into this video right quick. Okay, so I'm going to play this track and just sample for you what I have, and then I'm going to show you and break down exactly what I did to achieve the sounds that I have right here. Okay, now take a listen. Okay, so that's basically everything that is in this track playing. I did a little bit of arrangement that I have already here, like the first half of the track, but the most main thing that a lot of people usually do not know how to get is the chords that they make in their track. That is very lush. It's not the usual deep house chords that usually make, but these ones kind of have more of a strum effect and they're very light. So these are the chords that I have right here. So for this sound I used FabFilter 1. This is a FabFilter plugin, actually, a VST. It comes in the FabFilter bundle with the audio effects, but they also have sounds and a VST like this. So I'm using the preset old piano that they have inside of this package. So that's the one you see over here. That's the one I'm using, and that's the one that plays like this. So I just made these chords strum, and I do have a video on how to make the strum easy. I just made these chords the normal way and then I just turned them into a strum. So if you look into my mixer here, I just added some reverb, just like 50% of it. Let me play it without this reverb. And now with. You can hear how it's now making it much more softer and much more lush and much more nice and pleasing to the ear. So that's the first thing you need to work on, is just a few strumming chords that you want to add to it. And the second most thing that a lot of people do not know how to do is get the texture, like a background texture, like an ambient effect in the track, and let it sit properly. So what I have here is the kids playing sound effect. So I downloaded this sound effect and I thought it would accompany the track nicely and kind of give it a happy feel, because when children are playing, they're very happy, they are free and everything. So it just gives a nice spirit into the track. So I'm just gonna play it muted on its own. You can hear it's just like kids playing in a park, nothing fancy, and it's really long. The sample, as you can see here, is really long. So that's the one I have over here. So mix it with these chords, and that is actually another element that I wanted to get into, this element that I just added right now. So you wouldn't even understand what it is unless you're actually a real genius, because this is actually from the FabFilter 1 as well. It's just white noise. So this technique is using white noise as an object of kind of percussion, if you can call it, but I feel like it almost adds the same texture as the way the kids playing in the background do, because all I just did was just add some delay and some reverb as well. As you can see here, I've got some H delay and some reverb as well. So if I can remove these effects, you'll hear how it's gonna sound. It doesn't sound pleasing. It doesn't sound like anything. It's not something that you would want to use, but just by adding reverb and delay, it makes all of a difference. So let me play it with the reverb and the delay. So now, in context of everything else, so now let me play these keys with just the bass and without all these texture. So this is the part where a lot of people feel like they need still to add more to their track and it feels really empty. That's because you're missing some of these textures that just make it easier for you, because sometimes no matter how many instruments you stack into a track, it won't really come out as nice and feel full and feel unique and feel really complete, because you didn't add a little bit of texture in the background to give it a little bit more body and a little bit more soul into it. So that's basically, how to do that. And another thing I have in here as well is these chords. These chords over here. And yes, I used a Fab Filter 1 as well. It's the preset called Electric Sunshine. That's the one I used. So the same thing I did was just add reverb. I did nothing else. I just added reverb to the preset. If I can play it without the reverb, you can hear how it sounds. Really dull and doesn't sound, really good. But if I add the reverb back, you can see what a little reverb can do to a sound. So most of the time when you're picking out sounds, don't discard and move from a sound just because it doesn't sound complete or it doesn't sound good. Most of the time you just need to throw in a little reverb and the sound will be perfect. And that's what I usually do. So when I'm doing my sound selection and choosing sounds, I always think about how it would sound with a little bit of delay or with a little bit of reverb. And if I can see that it would work out, I try it out first before I move on to the next sound. So that's basically how you can achieve these type of effects. And you can hear that these textures suit the style that the guys make. So shout out to Dwson, shout out to Pierre Johnson. Really great sound. They are geniuses in their own right. But this is exactly how I did this sound. I'm probably going to release this track really soon, so you can look out for that. So let me just play a little bit more of this track so you can hear how it sounds together. So I have a little bit of automation over here on the chords. The one you can see, yeah, that dude has a really long tail. Just check out this part over here at the end where you can see where it says cut off. So that note changes because of this cutoff right here. That's what I did. So let me just. So this is the cutoff that I'm playing with. So that's the only thing that I'm changing here. If I can play it, and with the cutoff, to give it a little bit of change. I'm always trying to tell you guys to always give some change to your sounds, make them move, make them different, and that'll be good. So I hope you find this really helpful. I would love to see you guys use this in your music as well. Use these techniques. So don't be afraid to look for sound effects and like some background textures that you can, ambient sounds that you can put in the background of your track to give it texture and give it some wholeness. Subscribe if you're new to this channel. If you want to see more videos, just check out my other videos, and I'm gonna check you guys out in my next video. Let me know down in the comments if you like this, and leave a like to show me that you like this video as well, and you like Pierre Johnson and you like Dwson as well. I'm gonna check you guys out in my next video. I'm X and I'm out. Peace.